Hi there guys, been Building the Pebbles and we're back with another LEGO review. I think I've done one of these before, if not, first LEGO review. We'll be doing LEGO's newly released on, as of January 1st, LEGO ARC-170 Starfighter, as you can see by the name here. So it comes with 497 pieces, retails for 89 Canadian, at least that's what I paid for it, and comes with 4 figures, Oddball, Jag, just an unnamed clone pilot, and then R4P44. And the box, pretty standard. It is shortly before Order 66, because anyone who's seen Revenge of the Sith will remember this is where Plo Koon gets shot by the ARC-170 with those clone pilots. So you can even see a ship right there. So those are the things. Get your clone pilot on the top there. On the back, you got just like a... It looks like it's in a hangar of some sort, and it's got all the stuff there. It's got your features, your stuff, and yeah, so that's the box. Okay, so here are the figures. You got Oddball here, you got Unnamed Clone Pilot, and then you got Jag, and then you got R44, but we'll get them up in closer detail here. So I gotta say, the helmet print is spectacular. Like, genuinely, they killed it with these figures. They all have the same head, so I'm not going to show you all the heads. But yeah, so here is the heads. No print on the backside, but looks good anyways. But yeah, no, they genuinely, they killed it with the figure print. They even got the printing on the legs. Shame it didn't go to the side, but overall, pretty good. So that's Oddball. You got Unnamed Clone Pilot here with, I really like the red and yellow. Kind of reminds me of the X-Wing pilots in like any of the older movies. But like, same basic thing, but just different helmet print. Here is Jag here, which I think the blue looks the best. You guys can debate on which one you like the best, but frankly, I think Jag's, that blue just stands out so much. So that's those guys. Then you got R4 here, which mine actually doesn't have a printed, like, skewed printed head, which is really strange for an R2. Usually they are, so the fact that it isn't is really good actually. And then no back printing, but you know, what can you do? So here is the ARC-170. I think it looks really, really good. And I think overall, they did nail a lot of things. Obviously, it's not perfect, and I will go over the things. But overall, I mean, it does look like an ARC-170. But we'll go over some of the things that are bad before we go on the good. So, first off, a lot of people have a problem with these. And I will admit, they are a bit on the smaller end, but not too bad. I think a lot of YouTubers are blowing it out of proportion. You know, I think they're just like, the last one was huge, so why isn't this one? And yeah, it's a little on the smaller end, especially compared to the last one, but I've had all three, and this is actually closer to the original one we got than it is, like, it's not that far off what we originally, like the first ARC-170 that came out, so it's not bad. Genuinely is, and I think people really need to just take her down a second and be like, okay, you know, appreciate what you can. Obviously, it's not great at a $90 price point, at least Canadian, but, you know, it's still a good-looking ship. So the engines are a big problem. A lot of people have. Sometimes it's just the size. The wings are small. But, you know what? It's one of those things that when you pick it up, it's got some heft to it, which the other ones didn't really. It's also much more sturdy. You're not going to worry about breaking any pieces off. Second big issue is these stickers. They're not printed, which is a shame. I really wish they were printed pieces, because then you could really match the white there better, but it's not. A lot of people were saying it really is that far off, but it's actually, like, maybe it's just my stickers worked out well, but the white's not that far off. But yeah, those aren't bad. The amount of stickers, so these are a sticker, this guy's a sticker, these guys are a sticker. Like, there's a lot more stickers than there should be, but I will say these are all printed pieces, which are nice. You get 4 of these, so those are nice to have some exclusive printed pieces. So yeah, I will say the one great thing about this is the mechanism for the wings. If you guys remember any of the old ones, it had rubber bands. But in this new one, if you see, there is a lever. that you press. And when you press it, I'll show you, it goes, it extends the wing out, which is great. Like, sorry there guys, but like, yeah, it expands them out and then it looks really cool, I will say. Like, and then you just, if you want them back, you just flick it down. So that's great. You also got spring-loaded shooters. I'm not a big fan of them, but I guess if you're a kid, they are pretty cool. So then you would fire those. I'm not going to fire them. I'll never find them again. But yeah, and then you can throw clone troopers in. I'll just throw Oddball in. He has his blaster, but you know, you can just shove them in like this. And you can just close the cockpit, and you can do that with all of these. I will say, you got a nice printed panel there. You got one in here, and a lot of people are saying this might be new. I'm not sure. I genuinely don't know all the Lego pieces enough. I like that you get the blue. The only unfortunate downside is the fact that the back gunner has no thing, but you get nice swivel ball joints, which were better than the previous ones that would just disintegrate the moment you would go to use them. So overall, I think it's not a bad set. I think a lot of people were getting up in arms about it. And I will be modding mine just because I do want it slightly bigger, the engine's fixed. But you easily could have it stock and you wouldn't have a problem. You know, it's one of those things. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention one thing, by the way. You can throw an astromech droid. Or, actually, yeah, we'll do an astromech droid because technically you could do any of them. So, it's harder to do one-handed. Yeah, but you can, and then you can close up the canopy afterwards. But yeah, sorry about that. I forgot to show that while I was showing the figures. But yeah, no, you can genuinely have it stock, and it would not be an issue. But thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys like this, and I'll be back hopefully sometime soon with more LEGO reviews. Time for me to rock and roll it out.